Good afternoon, Exeter. For this week's report, everything you need to know about Exeter's Halloween activities. We take a trip to a spooky edition of the Farmers Market, an update on the Linden Street paving project, a recap of last month's walking tour through Exeter's housing, and a recap of this week's Select Board meeting. For Exeter TV, I'm Bob Glowacki, and this is the Exeter Biweekly Report. Let's get started. Spooky season is upon us, and there are lots of Halloween happenings coming up. Exeter TV's Will Tapley has this update with everything you need to know.
The Halloween Parade and Costume Contest is back this year in Exeter. Following a hiatus due to COVID-19, Exeter Parks and Recreation are hosting the Parade and Costume Contest once more in Swasey Parkway. Bring the family to downtown Exeter this Saturday, the 29th. The costume contest will start the day off. Bring yourself, your kids, and even your dog too in their best Halloween costume. Contestants will be judged at 10:30 a.m. and will hear the results after the Halloween parade. The parade will begin at 11 o'clock and will be quite a spectacle, with many groups joining in, including a full marching band. Downtown Exeter will be closed to through traffic during the parade from 11 to 12, so make sure to find a detour. Downtown trick-or-treating begins after the parade at 12 o'clock and goes until 3. If you want a daytime trick-or-treating option for your kids, come down from 12 to 3 and visit participating businesses for some treats. And finally, the town trick-or-treat is from 4 to 7 p.m. on October 31st.
This is Steve, and I'm Detective Bruce Page with the Exeter Police Department. We're here to give you some safety tips so you can have a safe and happy Halloween. Welcome to our 2022 video. Always carry a flashlight or wear bright clothes while trick-or-treating. When you cross the street, always use a corner. Do not come out between parked cars. Please never approach a car with a stranger. When you come up to a house for trick-or-treating, do not go into the house. Come in. Always bring your candy home and have your mother or father check it over before you eat it.
Dad, can you check my candy?
Sure. That looks pretty good. That one's... this one's open. We're not going to eat this. We'll throw that one out.
Okay.
It's good.
Okay.
So, our closing for this video is to make sure that you have a safe and exciting night during trick-or-treat. And remember, it's Halloween. Always something spooky may happen. Happy Halloween!
For the last farmers market of the season, they went with a spooky edition. Our Will Tapley went down to learn more about how the farmers market went this year and to celebrate the end of the season.
Welcome to the last Exeter Farmers Market of this season. We are having our Halloween party here today.
This is our first season doing the Exeter Farmers Market. We really like it. It's about 10 minutes from our farm. The people here are amazing. Everyone's really health conscious, and they seem to really like organic, healthy foods, and it's just great to see. And we love coming here, and we're going to keep doing it.
This is our last Exeter Market for the summer season. We have a beautiful fall day here. We lucked out with the weather as well. And even though this is the last summer season market, we have a couple winter markets coming in after this. Starting November 19th, we have a market over in Rollinsford at the Wentworth Greenhouse. And then come December, we'll have a few markets at the Stratham Cooperative Middle School.
This is my first year here, and I've thoroughly enjoyed it. There's wonderful vendors, and this is our last night here, but we'll be inside after this, so hope you can come and see us inside.
Part of today, we are having a costume contest, so if you want to vote on our social media accounts, you can find us at Seacoast Eat Local on Instagram and Facebook and help us pick a winner.
You can find any information for both our summer or winter markets on our website, seacoasteatlocal.org.
Crews have been working for several weeks to repave Linden Street. We went out to see the progress for ourselves. When we went out on October 17th, the road was ready for new asphalt. New granite curbs were laid along the road. On Friday the 21st, a fresh layer of pavement was installed. Rain delayed the project by a few days, but the work is continuing as crews prepare to grade and pave the sidewalks and raise manholes, water gates, and storm drains. Sidewalk work is expected to be done on Monday and Tuesday of next week. Once this is complete, a final layer of asphalt will be paved to wrap up the project. To learn more about Public Works and get updates on this and other projects, follow Exeter DPW on Facebook and head to exeternh.gov/publicworks and sign up for their newsletter. Last month, the Housing Advisory Committee held a walking tour to showcase the diverse housing stock hiding in plain sight. Our crews covered the event. Residents took to the streets of Exeter for the community walking tour entitled Housing Hiding in Plain Sight. The 1.5-mile guided tour featured discussions from housing experts and local data from municipal officials. The tour passed well-known locations such as the Exeter Mills and the Squamscott Block, but also featured various smaller mixed-use buildings. Community Engagement Coordinator of New Hampshire Housing, Sarah Reitzman, spoke at the event challenging the norms of how we think about housing.
Sort of community character, and what does it mean for something to fit into the community, and do the things that you see fit into this community, could they fit into other communities? So we'll have all
Full coverage of this event is on our YouTube page. On October 24th, the Select Board met in the Novak Room to hear another update on the Public Safety Complex project, among other items. Here's our recap of the meeting. The meeting started off with the swearing in of Officer Connor Kennedy, who is following in his father and twin brother's place in being a police officer. Officer Devin West, who previously served as a U.S. Capitol Police officer before joining the Exeter PD, was promoted to lieutenant. The majority of the meeting consisted of an update on the Public Safety Complex Analysis Project from the town planner and the police and fire chiefs. The town planner outlined how the process has developed, including studies, reports, land purchases, and more. Through the long process, Exeter has grown, and so has the fire and police department needs.
Today, according to the 2020 census, which I think it's a lot more now, we might have added at least 1,000 people since 2020, but according to the 2020 census, 16,049 people, which represents an increase of 5,025 people, or a 46% increase. So 5,000 people got added to town in those 43 years, come along with increased call volumes, increased need for medical services, increased need for public safety, police calls, etc. And to give you a snapshot of where the staffing levels were at that time, in 1979, when they moved into the building, the police department had 31 employees and the fire department had 13. Total of 44 employees. Today, the police department has 37 employees, and from 13 to 37, and the fire department has, 31 to 37, 31 to 37, and the fire department has 35 employees. For a total of 72 employees, that represents an increase of 28 employees, or 64% increase. Pretty interesting that 28 people that, when this was originally built, the staffing in there are 28 more bodies in that building today than there were when it got built. So needless to say, both the police and fire departments have outgrown their current facility, and multiple renovations have been done to accommodate the growing departments, to fit in these additional 28 people, to fit into these additional processes that they have. And examples include they installed petitions to make more but smaller rooms, converting a closet into a kitchen. And for a more in-depth look on that, on our website, we do have a walkthrough video tour of the police and the fire department. It's well worth the watch. It just takes you through the crowded hallways and 5 people in one office, where very likely was one person, in the 1980s.
The police department gave a brief operational update, which was followed by the town's 2022 fund balance discussion. Finally, the assistant town manager, Melissa Roy, spoke about a proposal to use $35,000 in this year's maintenance budget and $15,000 from FY23's budget to construct office space on the second floor of the town offices.
Essentially, the HR office right now is a shared office space between the HR assistant, who is a full-time position, and the HR director, who, myself, is also the assistant town manager. It makes it very challenging to have confidential conversations as a department head, but also a department that has to focus very specifically on confidentiality. In the discussions with the town manager and myself, we reviewed lots of different options within the building to come up with some ideas. And it was finally decided that using the lobby area, I guess I would say, in front of the HR office and the town manager's office, and the lost space on the stairwell may be the best opportunity to keep the assistant town manager's office near to the town manager's office, since we pretty much communicate on an hourly basis.
As always, you can view the meeting agenda, packet, and meeting video by going to exeternh.gov/meetings. That does it for this week's report. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe to help us spread the word. We'll be back on November 11th for the next edition of the show. For Exeter TV, I'm Bob Glowacki, and this has been the Exeter Biweekly Report. Have a happy Halloween, Exeter.